It is a very special occasion in the journey for AMPHENOL as we are celebrating the 50th year of AMPHENOL's presence in India. It's a momentous occasion, and it's with great pride I want to tell you that in the last 50 years, we were recollecting this morning how much AMPHENOL in India has contributed to the growth of the country in a big way in many sectors. AMPHENOL has got a diversified presence in various market segments, and we will continue to be here to support the growth of India in various sectors and the upcoming fields where there's a lot of technology involved. We support the technology growth, and we are constantly upgrading our competencies to support that need for excellence in various domains of the electronics revolution.
It's my real privilege and pleasure to be here in Bangalore to celebrate AMPHENOL's 50th anniversary. I should also say that we celebrate as well Robert John's 20th anniversary with AMPHENOL, and ask you to join me in applauding Robert for his 20 years.
Thank you.
AMPHENOL came to India in 1970 at a time when India was just embarking on its development journey that has been so successful. And since that time, India has grown by a factor of roughly 50 in its GDP. The GDP of India was about 60 billion when we came, and today it's close to 3 trillion, one of the greatest success stories over the last century that the world has seen. And as Robert mentioned, we're so proud that our company has been able to play a role in that development, supporting the Indian military, the industrial market, the modernization of the transportation in India, everything from airports to metros to intercity trains, supporting the communications networks of India, where we've been present since the earliest days of India, from fixed line to mobile telephony, 3G, and no doubt about it, we'll be there as 5G is developed in India as well. We've been part of the automotive revolution in India. We've been part of the consumer electronics revolution in India, the data centers, working with companies around India to help make the internet work, and supporting those great industries that have made India so successple. AMPHENOL is a company that's been around since 1932. So in our 88-year history, India has been a real pillar of AMPHENOL for 50 out of those 88 years. And during that time, the Indian organization of AMPHENOL, many of whom have stayed with the company for the vast majority of that 50 years, have become real icons of the AMPHENOLian global leadership team, and Robert John is clearly one of those that has established himself as a true global leader in AMPHENOL. But we're not used in industrial automation in particular, and our company has played a critical role in helping to automate all kinds of industries. The automotive industry, industrial manufacturing, consumer electronics, and a connector like an M12, it helps to turn something into a reliable, high-quality production factory where in the past you wouldn't have the repeatability of it. And it enables also sensors. And one thing that we're very proud of, and we announced just recently, is the acquisition, one of our first acquisition in India, here in Bangalore, of a wonderful sensor company called EXA Thermometrics. And so we're actually active in connectors, interconnect systems, sensors, and antennas. And we're a world leader in those products, and we make all of those products here.
We support the need of the particular customer in terms of if there are miniaturization needs, if there are high technology needs, we try to support them with high speed, and all critical applications we are supporting those companies. In fact, even for space applications, for the recent Chandrayaan and for many other space launches, nearly 40,000 connections were done with AMPHENOL connectors.
In India is that when global companies come and invest in India, they can rely on us with the same level of support and high technology solutions that they count on us to have in California or in Sweden or wherever they may operate. And so we've been able to support a business in India, to grow our business, supporting native Indian companies, for sure, but also supporting the foreign invested enterprises in places like Bangalore, Karnataka, and around India that ultimately allow them to have the confidence that they can come to invest in India and still have a good partner that is as great of a technology supplier as they would have had in their home country. And we think that gives them also an incentive to come to a place like India.